Hey guys, Christopher Greene, AMTV, alternative media television. The whole world is changing, the whole world. And I was thinking about this morning. You gotta be willing to adapt and change with the times and release what I call mental anchors. Release these mental anchors like, for example, things are gonna return back to normal. Going to college guarantees a job. America is gonna reopen again, just like it once did prior to this initial virus outbreak. Now, Donald Trump did announce today, says he's not going to close down the country a second time, even if the virus hits a very, very deadly wave, which is probably good for the economy if that doesn't happen. But if it does happen, again, he's probably politicizing a little bit because his eyes are focused on the re-election campaign, which is a very, very serious event for him, and he won't win if he closes down the country. But I was reading in the news, all the major Fortune 500 companies, all the resilient business models, the ones stocks hitting new all-time high. It's all in tech. Facebook, Google, Amazon, Shopify, e-commerce, online learning. All of these companies are telling you, this was the market news today, they're never going back to the old way of doing business. So for example, nobody's going to go into the office ever again. Mark Zuckerberg said over the next 5 to 10 years, he'll have less than 50%, probably less than 30%, maybe less than that, actually go into a physical office. It means that you tuning in, everybody's working remotely for the first time in history, at home, for good. Think about that from a commercial real estate perspective. We have ghost buildings now in every major city that have no use case at all because everyone's working from home. It's also democratized. This creates opportunity for a lot of you tuning in, but it also creates a more competitive environment down the line because you are now competing, let's say if you're in America, as an American against the entire rest of the planet. Second, third world countries. If you're in sales or marketing or programming or real estate, you're competing with people that maybe live on $1 a day, that could be smarter than you, have more talent than you, didn't need a college degree, for example, to learn blockchain. You know, it's one of the reasons why I started my school, BitcoinRich.com, and I know a lot of you aren't subscribed to that. You really should be. These things are obvious to me, but for a lot of people, it takes them a lot longer to understand what the truth is. Usually I'm a couple years ahead. It was obvious to me that the whole educational system was going to fail. It was obvious to me that there's certain industries and technologies that are going to succeed in this new world. So what are those? Blockchain. Teach all this at BitcoinRich.com. I teach you guys how to start new businesses, how to pivot, think about new industries, kind of like social media 10, 12 years ago. If you had just opened up a social media account and started to learn how to use Shopify, for example, with e-commerce, you'd be one of the few people doing very, very well in this new economy. While at the same time, juxtaposed to this, we have 36 plus million, we'll get a report tomorrow, of job losses that are permanent job losses and not coming back. We have record furloughs, record loss of income, tens of millions of people in America that are no longer paying their mortgage payments. They're no longer paying their car payments. We have what we're seeing is a debt jubilee. I talked about this. It's the Cloward-Piven model where they basically engineer all this through a Hegelian dialectic to push towards the socialist agenda, which is what we have now. The point is, in another few years, this will be even more growingly obvious, and you're going to see these technologies explode. You're absolutely going to see blockchain as the number one industry in the world, I believe, short, medium, and long term. Because you just don't need all these jobs. You don't need all these colleges and universities. The debt is going to be reset, and it's just never going to come back to where it once was. So my point is, you need to be learning about new things today. You need to drop these anchors, these mental anchors that things are going to go back to normal when they're not. It's never going to be normal again. They've told you this is the new normal. So if you want a good job, you want a new career, or you're already in an established industry, if you're not taking advantage of tools, like at my program, at my school, BitcoinRich.com, then you need to go do it somewhere else. I mean, It's amazing to me. Our school's a couple $100, that's it. And people will pay $15,000 a semester at public schools, not get a job, and now they're doing virtual online learning anyways. I mean, that's pathetic. Why would you not take advantage of these opportunities? So what do you get when you join BitcoinRich.com? You get an immediate savings today. Click the activation link below or enter promo code TAKE ACTION. I teach you all of the fundamentals, how to get a better job, how to create cash flow. Many of my students trade cryptocurrencies. In fact, today I was looking at Ethereum. I think it looks very, very attractive at these levels, trading under $200. That's an opportunity for my students. Many of my students are making a few thousand extra dollars a month just because they have the knowledge and the tools and the resources, and they're ahead of the pack of everyone else when this isn't super obvious yet. It's going to be super obvious soon. Okay, you do have some time left to learn these things, but in another 2 years, it's going to be just like social media is today. Highly competitive, very fragmented, and a lot more difficult to achieve success. So I just wanted to have a heart-to-heart with you guys. Again, a lot of these things are so obvious to me, but it can take a while for other people to see the light, so to speak, and understand where the world is going. Things are changing permanently in the United States of America. They're pushing a globalization. They're pushing interconnectedness. That's not going to stop. That's great news. Donald Trump says he's not going to close down the economy again, but then what happens if 1 million people die in America? I guess that'll just be what it is. And maybe that's what we should be doing. I don't know. Donald Trump's in a very difficult spot. But the point is, you should focus on what you can control. You should focus on learning new things, new materials. Put yourself in a positive frame of mind and think about, what is your job career going to look like in a few years? So take advantage of the opportunity. I want to see you at school. I'm also doing daily vlogs. I put out a new video yesterday on the mysterious 40 Bitcoin that moved in a dormant account from 2009 that some people likened to maybe Satoshi Nakamoto, the alias that wrote the original code and blueprint for the blockchain, the most popular blockchain is Bitcoin. But there's so many more blockchain technologies that I teach. Ethereum, I teach about smart contracts. I teach about a lot of new emerging tech that you've probably never heard about, that not only has an amazing opportunity to learn about it, but you can actually make money in some of these things. Anyways, I love you guys. Click the link below. Visit us at school. Otherwise, I'll keep you posted with the new video shortly.